Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So today also in War Thunder, the Israeli ground forces is coming. Now they've sent out us a plan of them, what they've got. So it's in three categories: medium tanks MBTs, light tanks MBTs, and SPGs, SPAAGs. So we're going to start at medium tanks MBTs. I'm not going to get these words right. I'm going to screw them up, so I'm sorry about that. Just informing everyone now. I'll try, but I can guarantee. So we're going to start line down, line down, line down, line down. So we've got the M51. That is a Sherman with an up gun. Okay, we got the Makchuk 2. That's a Patton M47, M48, I think it is. I think those are all Patton tanks that were all these MAGHTHs, Makchus, are all Patton tanks, if I'm not mistaken, the M48s that were upgraded by the Israeli army. So we've got the 2, we've got the 6A, and we've got the Makchu. I'm screwing it up. I'm really sorry. 6B GLA Botash. That looks like a very, very upgraded one. And then right at the bottom, soon we got the Makova Mark 3C. Then in the next line we've got the 1. So it's a little bit upgraded. It's basically standard, just a little bit more upgrades, 10 to 1 to it. 10 to 1, just a better fire control system, maybe a bigger gun, maybe some thicker armor than the 2. And then we've got the 6, which will be also quite a bit of a heavy upgrade version. Then you've got the 6B, which, as I can see on this picture, it is quite heavily upgraded actually. If you can see the ARL, I think it is called, or something along those lines, all along there. And then here at the bottom we've got the Makova Mark 3B. Then we've got the AMX 13. Something interesting I learned a little while ago. I was watching a video, I think it was done by Tank Encyclopedia, and the Egyptians actually took an AMX 13 turret and mounted it on a Sherman Hall. They apparently had a lot of Shermans and they were looking to upgrade them, so they put it on there. Another Frankenstein tank, and it worked quite well apparently. So yeah, that should be something also nice to see coming into the game. Then we got the Tyron 4S. Now this basically, what this is, the Tyron 4S. The name actually says it, the Tyron. It was Syrian and Iranian and Egyptian T-55s and that they had captured, and they took them into their service. The actual idea behind these weren't for Israel's use. It was more for exports. That they were planning to sell it. They did sell it to a few countries. I just can't remember one country or somebody. South America, someone I think they bought or was planning to buy. I can't remember if the deal went through or fell through. I can't remember. But that's what it basically is. They just upgraded it. They gave it a better fire control system, a better stabilizer, just a bit more added extra armor. The South African government also, during Angola, we captured a few T-55s and I think T-64s or T-72s or something. And the South African government also experimented with their chassis and that, and gave them better fire. I know we gave a whole lot also away during that time, but also experimented with them, upgraded them, and tried to improve on the actual design. So this is a similar thing. Was captured, and then the Israelis try to do something with it and try to improve it, and they will try to market it off as a cheaper tank. Then we've got the next one is the Tyron 6, planned. When it will ever come, we don't know. The Makova Mark 2B early, so it was one of the first productions, the early version. Then we got the Makova Mark 4M trophy. So I don't know anything much about that. We've got the AML 90, as everyone knows. An AML 90 is an AML 90 in the French tech tree. It is the Eland in the British tech tree. It's an Eland 90. It's a 90mm gun, armored car. It was used quite a bit by a lot of countries. The Shotcal Alf. So it's basically an upgraded Centurion. Like the South African oily funds. The Shotcal Gamala. Okay, it's also this is actually the more of the known ones. This is the ones you actually see in the movies and that, with the 2 to 3 machine guns on the roof, on the top, on the turret. This is the actual better known one. If anyone has ever seen the Israeli war movies and that, this is the one that you would most likely see in there. Then you got the Makova Mark 4 Buzz. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is between these Makovas. I can't really tell you. I really don't want to lie on anything about them. I don't know much about them. Then you got the Makova Mark 4 LIC, also planned. Then you got the Shota. It's a early version upgrade of the Centurion. I think this was one of the first variants that they upgraded. I'm not too sure, but I think. Then you got the Tyron 5S planned. This was also a largely upgraded one. Then you got the Makova Mark 1B, but I think this one is already in game. Mark 1B. I know there's 2 Makovas already in game. Oh, is it the Mark 2B early and the Mark 1B? I think it's those 2 that are already in the game. Okay. So then you got this one that's been already shown on the videos that I have done a video on. I'm not going to screw up the name again. I'm sorry. Then you've got the Hovet. Basically, this is what was it called? The M15 something personnel carrier that the Americans built a ton of and gave them out like lucky packets to every country. And they used a lot of them in Vietnam and that. And what they basically did is they put a Gatling gun on top of it to turn it into an anti-aircraft platform. Quite impressive actually. Burns through ammo like shit ton in a minute. So I think this thing would be actually, except for the big size. If that gun, I don't think it's got the AU-8 gun. I think it's just got a normal Gatling gun. I'm not too sure. But I think that thing would actually be quite, if you get into a nice camoed position, you'd be able to fry some peanuts with that thing, people that come in by. Then you got the, what the hell is this? This is the Garoff. This looks like an ATGM launcher type of thing. Looks like a recoilless rifle over there. I'm not going to. It looks like another M1. Freaking now that thing looks like another one, just a recoilless rifle on the top. Yeah. Then you got the Matchbat on the next. That is now the American version. It's got a different name. I can't remember the name precisely. So it's basically a Gatling gun, and it's got 2 Stinger missiles on it. It's the same, almost similar layout to the one Bradley armored fighting vehicle. Pretty similar layout. So all in all, this has got a very, very, very interesting tech tree. My only big issue with this, and this is burning me up inside, is we don't have the earlier stuff. What I would really love to see, the earlier stuff. Israel has got a far back history. It's not just now. It's not just Cold War era. They go even further back. And yeah, it wasn't in mass-produced numbers. It wasn't huge. It was hand-me-downs and that. But they've got a big history, and they experimented with a lot of shit. So I would like to see more of that stuff come into the game. It would really be interesting. This is one of the fascinating countries that really saw T-55 there, and they had a Leopard 2's turret, and they would say, okay, let's put those 2 together, let's see what Frankenstein we're getting out of here. And then they would fire the gun and find out the tracks run 3 miles back and the gunner is flown out, and then they would say, okay, that's a shit idea, let's put something else in. It was one of those things that they experimented a shitload with, and I would like to see more of those things, those unique things coming into the game. The earlier stuff, their learning curves when they were learning, and yeah, that's what I would like to see. Really hope they can do something about with this. So here's the full article. We present the planned tech tree for Israel Armored Forces to add to War Thunder in the next major update, Winds of Change. Self-propelled SPTs come to War Thunder in the upcoming major update. Changes block, blah, and then they've got the M51 pack, and they've got the Makova 2D. Yeah, so it's the 2D. I was right. The 2D. Where's the 2D? 2D. Okay, so it's not that one. Okay, so it's not that one. Where's the other Makovas? Maybe they don't have it on this list because it's a premium. Okay, alright, cool. That's cool beans. I'm not going to stress about that too much. So, since Israel's armed forces formed after the end of World War II, the research of Israel ground forces have begun immediately at a rank 5. All owners of early access packs will be able to take part in the closed testing of the Israeli ground forces immediately after Wings of Change update is live. Terms of access for all players will be published later after the end of the closed testing. To start research Israel Armed Forces, the player will need at least one purchased ground vehicle from rank 5 or higher. In any following playable nations: US, Britain, France, and Israel. So basically you need to own a premium or something of sort, those sorts from rank 5 to start playing with Israel. I don't know why they're trying to place it in those ways, but yeah, I guess it's, I don't know. I'm a bit out of touch with War Thunder. I haven't played in a couple of months now, so I've been a bit busy with other things and with the computer that's packed up. So we are, mumbling a lot of crap now. So yeah, that's what I've got to say for this. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for liking. Thanks so much for commenting, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I mighty appreciate it. Keep well, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.